It is still Nebraska, by the way. It says Utah State, but it is Nebraska for anyone out there who might be a little confused.
Okay, we're not. No one got to hear me say bonus land. Well,
Ooh.
yeah.
I heard you say bonus land.
I like using that term. It's fun and playful.
It's got.
It sounds nice,
It's
you know.
jovial.
It is. It
goofy.
is. Who wants to say that they're going to credit bonus when you could say they're going to bonus land? That was my favorite thing to do as a kid on birthday. When you go into bonus land, that was the best.
You got money on your birthday?
Oh, yeah. I assume you're one of those kids who.
I got Legos.
Just played with rocks outside on the sidewalk.
I didn't play with them. I ate them.
I
was one of those kids. But now I have a top-notch immune system.
Oh my goodness! Boise State might actually win their bonus round here. Just moving on through. Skelesis has 2 left, trying to get some sort of bang through the smoke, and lands
there it is.
Spike down, and Boise State gets 3 wins in the first half, and in the second half, excuse me, of the.
Clearly,
in the first 3 rounds of the second half, word good. Boise State in lead.
Well, clearly they did something while we weren't able to see what was happening, because this is a pretty efficient play style. That
maybe we should just look away from here on out, because clearly.
Well, I mean, I was still looking at the TV, so I'm not really sure if that's the right
but
idea.
maybe they just need their privacy. Maybe.
That's true. So I'm not looking right now. I imagine that Valorant is being played, and there's Valorant happening. I think I'm doing my job right.
I'll be your eyes and ears for you.
I got my ears still, don't you worry.
Yeah, Nebraska going for a push through mid, and they're kind of evenly split between the routes they want to take toward A and B. Could put a lot of pressure on to Prestige as he hangs on back in the link between the two.
Skeleton's pretty lucky there with Kurai bouncing away the moment he peeked around the corner. Oh, getting saved by the dupe there.
Well, we're going to see a little bit of a teleport from Skies moving on through.
Oh, that's
Spike holder, huge pressure. Oh, Prestige gets taken out through the flame, and that was a tough one for Boise State. That could have been a great hold for him.
See Sky watching that distant point, having that sniper to just be able to take down one shot. Woody's pushing forward, just this is it, just barely. Oh, it had me stuttering there. I was so freaked out as to what was going to happen. Mariana gets taken down too. It's all up to Master right now, but Woody's able to plant, and he's pretty far away, so he's got to push forward pretty fast if he wants to be able to get over to A site.
Boise State is going to have to deal with so many angles. I mean, which one do you peek first is the question. He doesn't have enough time to take some sort of side route. He's just got to face his fear head on, go through the flowers. Oh, and that's always the scariest thing to do, is try to move through flowers.
Oh, but the flank from Bonsai taking him down. Matching things up once again, 8-8.
See, this is what I said. We just need to turn off the cameras. Boise State will do good again.
Well, hopefully that's only a temporary setback, or temporary bonus, I should say, and that they're able to start winning without the use of witchcraft or magic.
All right, Boise State now all ready to go in on a huge investment. The op coming out from Sky, we saw that be pretty consequential for Nebraska once they had it, so we'll see if Boise State is able to keep a hold of theirs.
I just feel like Boise State should be grateful that we're not seeing that Reaver out of Tristan anymore, because that was brutal. Though Sky seems to be taking advantage of the sniper, managing to take down the first of Nebraska's agents, putting them at a slight advantage.
Yeah, it takes a pretty aggressive peek up through mid, and it turns out to be just what Boise State needed.
Yeah, Nebraska's pretty spread out right now. A few going towards A site, one going towards B site. But it seems like Boise State's matching that split pretty evenly, having just Skelesis, or Skelesis is on the opposite side, excuse me. But Sky's able to get another kill with a wall bank there. Oh! Kurai with that was some fantastic reaction time, fantastic crosshair placement.
Oh, and Kurai, nope, it's not going to go in. Well, they don't have the spike. They're clear or far away. Meanwhile, Nebraska's B dreams crumble as Rariana gets a headshot. Boise State now has just 2 Huskers left to go.
Yeah, they're converging on the fallen spike. trying to figure out what to do with it. They do not have much here to work with, given that both sides are being defended by 2 people each.
When talking about not having a lot to work with, Sky's on the Yoru with such low health. He has to take a very defensive position on A, but that just might work out for him, as that seems to be where Nebraska wants to try to move. They've thrown down the razor wire.
And he's got
the razor wire to keep him at bay.
He's got the sniper too, so he's got the best option to go up against.
What a great play. The blind, the spray transfer. It's all there for the Broncos, who now jump back into the lead.
Yeah, even though you might be at low health, having a sniper, there was so much distance between him and anywhere that the Nebraskans could have walked in on. So he was okay, but it seems like it didn't even matter there, because Master there with a masterful play, pun intended. Yeah, managing to get that double kill with the blind. Wow.
I'm just chuckling more that you use the term Nebraskans. It sounds like you're some sort of bitter ranch owner in Oklahoma, you know, those Nebraskans.
Oh yeah, I'm a hardcore country kid growing up in the rural suburbs of Meridian, Idaho.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, you know what? To the rest of the country, any town followed by Idaho is going to sound pretty rural, to be perfectly honest. The Hot Hands will pick up the first blood onto Prestige, but a trade back by Rariana will keep both teams at an even 4.
They're pushing quick. Already getting the spike planted.
Boise State now has to retake B. Tough situation as Heaven is smoked off, but Master still manages to find one onto Woody. And we'll see the ult gets spent by Boise State, taking them all out of the primary fire. Tristan still though. That's a clutch one with the classic. Peek around the corner for Master. Oh, there it is. Fix the. Oh, wow. I was nervous there with the way that crosshair was hovering right over their head, but great split-second adjustment. Boise State now up to 10.
I was just nervous watching the fact that he was hiding around the corner and Master was moving pretty erratically. Not to say that's a bad thing, because there's a lot going on and he's right out in the open. But when you're out in the open and you have to move so quickly, it's going to be harder to find those specific angles, find the specific people that you're looking for. So the fact that he's able to take down the last Nebraskan, if you'll excuse my terminology here, it's pretty impressive.
All right, Boise State looking good in the second half, winning 5 out of the 6 rounds. And Rariana is now right on the edge of going up to 20, over 20 in his KDA. Nebraska moving forward as a cohesive unit through on, but Sky's already able to get a shot onto Tristan.
Oh, I've always loved snipers. Just hearing that loud bang from across the map and just seeing somebody get taken down.
Takes him out of the run it back.
Yeah. So fortunately, he had that activated.
Yeah, it will still get them the info on where Prestige was. He'll throw up his wall.
It is something important to notice, how it does help to keep people alive. It does help to keep them alive, but it also helps them getting that intel in. So even though Pistol Pete did get taken down a second time there without that run it back, he's still able to note where everybody was there.
Check the angle, and Rariana makes him pay for it dearly. Boise State look like they're going to move up to 11 here and be only 2 away from closing this out.
That was a tough situation to be in, though, because you had so many angles to watch from where he was going. I wasn't keeping track of who got taken down there. But as he was walking along, there were like at least 6 different angles to look for out in the open. But then the only place he didn't look was behind him, where it just so happens that...
it's always the one place you don't look.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, Kurai, that's who it was. You saw that there's so many spots he needs to look for, both through upper and lower ground, everything. But there's just one spot that was where he had to be looking, and it just so happened to be where the enemy team was. Rariana is definitely proving his worth here. Sky was definitely starting off as the MVP of Boise State, but Rariana's getting a whole ton of takedowns.
Oh, bad for the Broncos, though, on that first off shot. That misses, but can Master make it up here through the connector? He'll move on back, doesn't want to overextend himself. Tristan is pushed up with the Blade Storm to punish him, and should he do that?
Yeah, and there were a lot of them. There were 3 up there at the same time. The other 2 pushed back, but Jet is just ready there with those blades to take down anyone who gets in his way. Ooh. Master's looking for a good spot to look for here, but it seems like most of Nebraska's taking their time to push forward. And that's obvious given the fact that we're playing Valorant right now, but more so than usual, that smoke is just making things difficult. Finally goes down, and Sky could be able to get a good shot. Oh, just barely missing. Not quite enough reaction time there out of them. Prestige locking down that specific area, making sure that nobody's on their way. Well, Nebraska's they're very compact. Sky getting a great snipe there onto Pistol Pete, who I have to say has been using a distinct lack of pistols this whole game. I feel like we're being lied to.
Oh man, this guy's still trying to pick it up with the shorty. Moves around the. Oh, he was so close. He was so stinking close.
But unfortunately, there were 2 of them over there.
Well, this is going to be a good retake as the Rolling Thunder just slams on into both. Nothing much they can do here. The Vi's in kind of an off angle toward the side, but they'll get wall banged, and Boise State now up to match point.
Well, sometimes you hide behind that cover, but if you're in that specific situation, it doesn't matter where the cover is because
you
the
can't
bullets
really
can still
hide
penetrate.
from life's problems, can you?
No, I guess not. Especially when you're spending all your money on Steam
I mean, we're
sales.
getting all philosophical here. You know, it doesn't matter how low health you are, you can still do great things, but you can't do that if you hide behind life's problems.
Or if you're dead.
Look for that on your next fortune cookie next time you get some takeout.
Put that on your resume. I'm sure all your employers would love to see that.
Waxed poetic during esports broadcasts. There we go. All right. Boise State with only 1 round left to go before they'll move on to the second round, which is the start of those 3-site stages that we were talking about so much at the beginning. But, I mean, Pearl feels large enough to be a 3-site stage. Like, you could put that mid-site in the connector or something. You know what I mean?
Just
it has enough space.
Take away one of those buildings there in the middle, and you got yourself a perfectly good site.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. Hopefully for Boise State, they're able to take down this round.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Oh.
Starting things off awfully strong.
Well, it does get a little bit of chip damage, although Boise State Master took a lot of damage for that. He is just having a sliver of health left. He'll throw out the razor wire. Nebraska doesn't make the pace, but the fire through the smoke from Skeletons picks up a double. Bonsai will try to trade things back, leaving things at just a 1-person advantage for Boise State. Drone thrown out by Skeletons trying to catch any retreaters. He'll see that the ult orb is still up for grabs. Don't know if he necessarily goes for that. Master now, very low health, has to play this perfectly. Just 7, have the crosshair placement locked in. Can he do it as this Vise gets closer and closer? And the flash around with the arc rose, and he lands a shot.
Even with
still
health
in there, yeah.
Wow, I don't know how much health he has left, 7? Yeah, managing to take in a full health with armored player versus your 7 health. That was some great reaction time, great aim, great everything, I suppose. And Nebraska has very little time to work with, and neither site is relatively advantageous here.
Oh, Prestige just found them, though, innocent April. Oh, he was looking the wrong way, but now this op from Skies around the corner finds it.
Great.
Now there's just 1 left. He throws out the decoy. Will they take the bait? Oh!
Trying to hit that hip fire wasn't quite good enough. Snipers have a little bit too much spread. Ooh, he stays alive from that shot. He doesn't have much time to work with. Master taking him down, winning the first round.
Wow. He didn't land it, but he would have been an instant legend had that no-scope actually landed. I mean, that would have been the most legendary way to end that. But it's still a win for the Broncos and a great recovery by them since things were pretty rough for them in the first half.
Hey, maybe they actually, I imagine they had a few general strategies at the ready in case it didn't work out, and clearly they did. They managed to take it back, going from like a 2-5 to now winning 13-8.
Well, now we're going to move on to one of those 3-site stages, but instead of Haven, which we were mainly highlighting before this match started, we're going to have to start out with Lotus first, which Boise State has had some good play on Lotus. I think the last time they played on it, I think it was 1 or 2 weeks ago in the PEC. I'm saying 1 or 2 to hedge my bets, of course, but I think it was Rariana who pulled off a 1v4 comeback.
Wow.
Yeah. It was
Wish I was there to see that.
Yeah, it was on Site C. Well, if you're wishing to see it, you know what? It's going to be one of the featured shorts on the Boise State Esports YouTube page, which you should be subscribed to.
I suppose I should.
And all of you should be subscribed to it, too, if you want to see that 1v4 clutch. It'll be coming to you in a few days. But, I mean, Boise State, no stranger to how Lotus has played and can definitely give us some very exciting performances.
And like we said earlier with map knowledge, I don't know how much luck they've had on Pearl, but given the fact that they've had such good wins out of Lotus here, I imagine things are going to be going pretty well. Of course, I said that last round, and things started off a little rough, but now they're a little more in the zone. Now they know what they're going up against, so things are going to be, I imagine, a little bit smoother unless Nebraska decides to pull something out of their sleeve and just do something outlandish to catch them off guard. Sometimes that little bit of surprise is all they need.
Well, seeing as how the team has vacated from the stage behind us for a quick break, I think we should give our viewers a quick break as well to get some snacks, get some water, and we'll be back with round 2 to see if Boise can't close it out. Stay tuned.
Is your IT setup held together by duct tape and hope? Don't worry, Alpine IT Group has your back. We handle on-site support, service desks, cloud management, office phone systems, mobile device management, and more. And the best part, we can fix things remotely, so you can concentrate on your clients. Call Alpine IT Group at 1-888-720-4769 or visit alpineitgroup.com today. Scaling success together and completely duct tape free.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
At Blue Ribbon Painting, we're proud to be a locally family-owned and operated business, dedicated to bringing your vision to life. Whether it's freshening up your home with interior or exterior painting, or tackling a commercial project, we've got you covered. When you choose Blue Ribbon Painting, you're not just hiring painters. You're getting a team that's committed to making your vision a reality. Call or text us at 208-369-2583 or visit us at blueribbonpainting.net. Your project deserves a blue ribbon finish.
Idaho's Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance. It's the end of a good day's work in Idaho. Time to punch out. Time to check in and catch up. Time to remind ourselves that what we work for isn't a paycheck. It's to make the good things we have even better. So here's to your good day's work. Idaho's Central Credit Union. We believe money is a thing. It's not everything.
Welcome back to the Boise State Esports Arena. We're currently in the midst of our PEC Valorant match this Wednesday. We hope you're all enjoying yourselves and bundling up before the big storm that's about to come in. Yeah,
that storm ruined my weekend plans.
I know, yeah, mine too, basically. But you know what? There's nothing better to alleviate those fears than a sweet taste of victory from Boise State Esports, at least as far as the first round in this best of 3 is concerned. Boise State currently sits at 1-0. Now they just need to pick up a win in Lotus, and they will be able to to walk away with their heads held high. I'm your host, Jacob Palmer. I'm joined by AJ Pepley. And AJ, we were when I asked you at the very start of this broadcast, the main thing, the key to victory, you were saying it's going to be the ability to adjust to what map is brought out. And the next map is Lotus. So what does that mean for us?
I'm going to kind of go off of what I said about Haven. Just generally, like I said, it's 3 sites, so there's a lot more you're going to have to do when it comes to being spread out and watching so many different angles, and just being bigger in general. But with Lotus, there's all those different breakable doors. There's so many different long sights that you have to look, long angles that you got to look down for. So it kind of, I feel like what I'm going to imagine is seeing is a lot more aggressive play styles out of both teams, just given how much space there is to work with and how much they're able to push forward quicker than maybe you'd see on the other maps, which sounds unorthodox given I don't usually think of bigger map being you move faster, but I've seen it work before in the past, so maybe we'll be seeing some of that.
All right. Well, Boise State currently facing off against the Broncos versus currently facing off against the Huskers. Excuse me. I might need another drink of water here, but no. Boise State is facing off against Nebraska. The Broncos versus the Huskers here in this Valorant match. And in case you weren't able to join us for the first 2 weeks of PEC competition, Boise State won their Rocket League and their Overwatch match on Monday and Tuesday, respectively. So we'll see if they can't make it a 3-for-3 here, as we're ready to jump on into Haven, and most of the agent choices already being selected for the Broncos. In fact, all of them.
We're seeing generally the same composition with a few being switched around. Ruriana taking that pick from Master, so unfortunate. Master picking a new one. Otherwise, it is generally the same. So I'm curious to see if Nebraska ends up doing the same thing or not. So far, I'm already seeing a bit of similar picks, but it's hard to be sure. We got a raise, so that's something a little different at least.
It looks like Woody was hovering over. Woody was hovering over the Tejo, and so Tristan said, "Hey, I want him for myself. He's too cool." I claimed him. You always had that one person as a guy. I'm sorry, I know you were out playing with rocks in the middle, but kids who did have action figures, you always had that one friend who was like, "No, I'm going to be this person."
The rocks were my action figures. I used the power of nature to have fun. You just don't have an imagination.
Filthy hippie. All right, as we continue on, Boise State ready to jump on in toward Lotus, and the possibility of a chamber. Yes, indeed. Chamber going to be chosen for Nebraska. So we saw a lot of sniping on Pearl. That certainly is going to continue onwards into Lotus.
Yeah, having a lot of those just long sight lines definitely plays more into having that sniper, because if they've got something shorter range like a Vandal or a boomstick, something like that, it's just not going to work if you're all the way on the other end of that hallway with a long sniper rifle. So we've already, like you said, we saw a lot of it already, but there's probably going to be even more of it this time around.
Now, another thing that's been Boise State's strong suit for tonight, the pistol rounds. They've won both on Pearl, and that gave them kind of enough room to work with. Even though they had a rough first half, that initial win off the first 2 rounds gave them the time to recover and recoup. So, and they even won their bonus round in the second half. So things just kept on getting good, better, and then hopefully best here on Lotus. So we're ready to head on in, see what both teams fancy themselves in terms of purchases. And Boise State going with a few ghosts, but opting for some of those all-important abilities as it comes to Rariana, Master, and Prestige.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of those abilities are important. Like, you can have all the good guns that you want, but if you don't have any way to initiate or any way to lock things down...
I mean, Master needs his smokes.
Absolutely. It'd be silly to run in without any abilities at all if you don't have any way to block off sight lines.
Oh my goodness, did they actually leave C on... Oh, Boise State could have had that for free. Oh,
but they got to be careful. They can't just go right in. We see at least somebody on Nebraska pushing forward, but in general, it was undefended until now. Off to a rough start. Sky getting taken down. Pistol Pete looking for another takedown. Finally living up to that namesake.
Flash placed. Blinding. Retrieving flash.
Oh, nice headshot landed by Skelis. This allows him to get the pick onto Tristan, and that's going to be the green light for Boise State to go and try to claim C. They got to plant fast because that chamber is coming on in. Bonsai ready to get vengeance, but he's kept at bay due to the smoke, and the plant is down.
Ooh, this could be dangerous for Skelis. His head is sticking right out. Finally, fortunately able to move out of the way. Master's trying to go in and get a takedown. Rariana's got a good angle right here. Ooh. Pistol Pete got a takedown, got traded back. Master goes down. Rariana taking that same angle. Ooh, this is rough. There's only one person left. And Kura's already starting to defuse. Skelesis goes down, and Nebraska takes this first one. Boise State has lost their first pistol round. That is devastating.
It isn't necessarily everything in the match, but it is very important in terms of momentum. But we'll see if Boise State can't stabilize. They've been in worse positions before, you know.
Well, it definitely isn't everything because they won the first round. They won that first pistol round. Things started to go well in the favor of Nebraska, and then they made that comeback. So clearly, though this first round didn't go so well, they still have. Well, they still got a lot of time to work with here. It's the first round going down, so. They're just going to get a general feel for the map, get back in the swing of things, and they'll be able to start making some progress.
See what they can't do with the Sheriffs, if they can't click some heads and just even up this gun disadvantage in a jiffy. Skelesis picks up the old torp for good measure. And Bonsai's going to say, yeah, I'm not even going to lie. Oh, there's the headshot we were talking about. Should Skies be able to safely make his way up? That might be a free gun to pick up. Oh, he landed a shot there, but it just wasn't enough damage.
Yeah, but Tristan is hurting for health right now. Oh, man. That is rough. Boise State getting taken down. It's all up to Master right now. Tristan going for that flank onto the other side, but Site C is mostly being defended, and Master does not have a lot of time here to work with. There's a minute left, and which is a lot of time most of the time. But if you're all alone, it's just things are looking pretty rough. He's just kind of locking down this one site. He's not really looking in the direction of this Omen. Woody might be able to get a good shot. Finally going in towards that angle. Oh, he misses it, and then
just a half second too late. But he's, I thought he'd be able to land it against Pistol Pete, but obviously not. Boise State now goes down 2, but a good effort for the second round. This should be the one that we're hoping they pick up.
Well, hopefully they manage to switch things up a little bit. They're finally able to pick up some Vandals instead of just being stuck with the general pistol. So hopefully that'll give them a bit of an advantage there. Just trying to get the abilities, trying to get armor, guns, everything. They're at a severe disadvantage in terms of money right now, given Nebraska's current state in the economy. But they still have the resources to work with right now. They're starting off. They're already throwing off abilities everywhere, just trying to make sure that they can catch Boise State in the unawares. Decoy gets sent out, manages to get taken down by Nebraska, and giving Sky a bit of an idea of where the enemy team's going to be. Prestige goes down, but Tristan falls right afterwards, balancing things out to 4-4 once again. Master's pushing forward. This could be pretty rough.
And they're going to coalesce around B. Nate's thrown out to try to prevent Boise State from making a presence there.
Ooh, shots are being fired into the smoke. Isn't able to find anybody, and Skeleton is able to start planting the spike. He might be able to get it down. Sky taking down Kurai. The spike gets planted. Things are looking pretty good for Boise State right now. Master's got a pretty good angle right here. We see Woody's trying to go in. Oh, he's not looking. Oh, man. Turned away at the last second.
Skelesis. Oh, he's holding down that angle.
Oh, but he backed up at the last second. Might have been a smart move. The blind goes on to Skelesis, taking him down. But hey, at least Master's still alive. Oh, Pistol Pete wasn't looking. Bonsai doesn't have much to work with as he gets flanked. Sky might be able to get this takedown if he's able to pay attention. There it goes.
Very quick flick and adjustment over. Boise State wins that. Doesn't lose too many people, though you kind of wish that was a little bit, just a tad bit cleaner, because that's 2 rifles that they got to drop.
There's instant replay of this last little bit. Yeah, having those combinations of abilities, putting down the smoke, the flash gets launched and they immediately rush in. That's a good combo, but unfortunately they didn't have much to work with afterwards, and Boise State still had a lead of players, so. Starting things off, Boise State finally making a name, getting that first point. Still not quite in the lead just yet, but hey, they're getting themselves used to everything that's going on right now, figuring out Nebraska's wildly different composition.
Well, that actually was some. Ouch! I thought that breach util had landed, but obviously not.
We're gonna try to take down Tristan. Is able to get a kill, but Seth was there at the ready. It's all up to Skeletons right now. He's got that ultimate at the ready, but it's gonna be pretty difficult.
Yeah, I don't think he spends it this.
Yeah, I wouldn't, given the fact it's a 3v1. I mean, hey, maybe if you have a really good opportunity, you could, but. Oh, wow. I saw that angle, and oh man, those snipers, like we said, those are brutal, especially on these bigger maps.
Man, you got effectively. Excuse me, you effectively have two snipers with Nebraska's composition. Both the Jet and the Chamber can both pull off that that role very well. So it's going to make this a very tough defense for Boise State to overcome, even though, you know, they're a bit more spread out on a 3-site stage. Just the fact that 2 of those routes could be guarded by a potential sniper, that's rough. And especially when...
Yeah, Kurai's definitely got that skill with the sniper and has a lot of money to buy another one next round. So unless they get, well, even if they get absolutely smoked, they're still going to have a lot of money.
Whoa! Showstopper right onto Skelesis.
It's a rough start. They're already losing their first member. Of course, that burned that showstopper, but even then, they're still at a slight disadvantage right now. They're able to start slowly pushing forward, but will it be enough? This guy's rushing in right now with that dimensional drift.
Oh, dimensional drift to land a shot with the Bucky, and now he's moving around the corner. Almost gets another, but Master is well ahead of him with the double. Huge round for Boise State, claiming C, and now they just got to move on into post-plant and defend that spike successfully.
See the Jet and the Tahoe slowly moving their way in, covering 2 different angles, but Boise State's got all of them locked down, except for the one Jet's coming through, actually. Nobody's watching that right now, so she might be uncontested. Tahoe gets taken down. It's all up to this Jet, but immediately Master starts rotating towards that angle. Oh, another great shot with the sniper right there from Kurai. Taking down another one of Boise State's. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull this off. Yep. Wow.
I know. I'm losing it here because you said that. Yeah, I know you meant to say Tahoe, but you said Jet and the Tahoe.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of Jet as like a soccer mom coming on in. She's driving on in with her Chevy Tahoe.
I got no excuses on that one. That's entirely on me.
That's just funny. Imagine a Chevy Tahoe.
We should add. Riot should add a car agent to this game.
Yeah,
like
should.
It's a slow-paced game.
Just add a Chevy Tahoe. It just sits there, but it's a Tahoe.
That's true. Or we could get them to bring in a Kia Soul, everyone's favorite vehicle.
There you go. All right, Boise State is going to start things off with the Tahoe open, and it's going to find Kurai. Boise State just continues things moving along as Master takes out Pistol Pete.
There's an open ult orb right there that Master can take. Fortunately, don't have much opposition right now.
Placing wall trap.
See, Rarion is starting to push in. Bonsai's got that sniper around the corner. Oh, every single time. Those snipers that Nebraska's got have been on point. It's currently pretty split right now. 3-3, 1-1 ultimate.
Last player.
Ooh, Tristan with a triple kill onto Boise State. That is brutal. The Tahoe, excuse me, managing to get the triple kill. That is rough. Nebraska going 4-2 right now. Still, neither of them spent those ultimates last round, so things are still pretty balanced, except Nebraska just has a ton more money right now. They have not been spending all their money on their Steam sales. No, sir.
Oh boy, I mentioned that like way back in game 1, and you just plucked that from. I gotta say, bravo to you. I'm normally the type of person who like calls back to stuff that ancient.
Sometimes.
That was beautiful.
Sometimes a couple neurons connect in my brain, but not very much.
Yeah. Well, hopefully some rounds can be won by Boise State even better, but the not dead yet. That's going to be used by Master, and Boise State now just down to 2. But Skelesis is able to find 1.
Able to just barely avoid being
I don't know.
taken
Nebraska
down.
might have left C open. They're having the Chamber rotate over, but he's going to be the only one Boise State has to worry about for the time being.
Okay,
Yep,
getting that.
the old orb.
Oh yeah, but they got a lot of people watching C-site right now. Yeah. Very honest, just pushing around to make sure that Skelesis has a good angle. He's able to start planting the spike. This could be good for Boise State. They're at a player disadvantage right now, but they have the timer now in their favor. Ooh, and that drone, it detected some of Nebraska. So getting that extra little bit of intel. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
that was a stressful little skirmish right there.
World's most uncomfortable dance. A retake attempted by Nebraska, but the shear goes
activated.
out. That's a great ability for Boise State to have to bleed more time. And Nebraska, oh, yep, they're not going to have enough time now. Great shear by the Broncos.
You know, I might have to say, I think Valorant has more beeps. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I got to think so. Well, the spike alone.
That's what I'm thinking about, yeah. Once again, calling back to something old, I'm just going to keep this going.
Yeah.
Ooh, Rariana gets taken down right at the end, though. And, wow. Bonsai was out for blood. He knew that he wasn't going to be able to win the round, so he just wanted to get that extra money. Bonsai and their Jet have both been on point with these sniper rifles. Kurai. So it isn't really a surprise to see Bonsai picking up once again. Kurai just going with the Vandal. The Boise State, at least in their favor, starting to make plays, starting to build up some rounds in their favor. It's pretty balanced right now, like I said.
Boise State ready to push through A as a cohesive unit. Looks like this is going to be a pretty fast and quick.
Oh, speaking of, Sky gets taken down.
Yeah, there's the roadblock right there, and Boise State is going to have to rethink some stuff.
Rushing to hide behind that smoke. Pete almost getting hit through the smoke. Able to stay alive. Tristan throwing out the drone. Wasn't able to find much success with it. Was able to get intel that they are over there, but that was already a general knowledge, just given the quick takedown. Bonsai barely missing that sniper. Could that be said again? Actually, yes, Rariana is able to take him down.
Gets the sniper. And that Boise State could actually use that for the post plant here if they wanted to. One could pick it up and hold a good angle in defending C now.
It's one thing to take down a sniper and just remove their ability to take you down, but it's another thing to be able to pick it up too, so that's a bit of a double whammy in terms of those advantages. Skeletons has got a good angle here. Ooh, there goes Pete, but he's not ready for the other person who's coming around the corner. And yep, there he goes. Kurai was right behind him. Though Boise State is still doing pretty well. The spike is counting down. They got that ultimate. They just got to be extra careful with this next upcoming skirmish.
Off your feet!
Oh, and they'll preemptively send that right out onto the Tejo. He's caught in it.
Could be all they need. It's taking down pretty quickly. Tristan's moving in pretty quickly.
Nice.
Prestige getting the kill. Onto Seth. Master taking down Tristan. And there goes Kurai with the wallbang from Rariana. Each of them getting their own respective kill.
Very nice stabilization by Boise State. And I would think that with that op taken away from them, there's going to have to be some sort of saving going on by Nebraska. At least a half save, maybe not a full save, but I didn't see enough credits for them to just run it back with full rifles. So this is probably the first economy round for the Huskers.
Well, that's maybe what Boise State needs to start pushing things in their favor. Yeah, they are hurting for equipment right now. Definitely wanting to save what leftover money they've got, but Boise State's definitely in the lead right now in terms of that economy.
Oh! Doesn't fall for the decoy. Instead has to worry about the real thing and gets taken out in mound. And that's a great start for the Sea Lurk, though Boise State seems like they might favor A or B more.
See Seth trying to find anyone to look for. Sky using that dimensional drift. Looking for anything that they can possibly find, but yeah, they're definitely hard focusing A right now.
And now the charge goes through. They'll open the door. It's a bit surreal, but we haven't had any successful plant on A yet.
Well, this might be it as Kurai and Tristan both go down. Skelos is able to start planting, so this might be exactly what you're talking about there. Rariana's got this good angle. Bonsai and Seth are in pretty tough spots. If they push forward, they could face the wrath of Rariana. Yep, he's pushing forward real close. Oh, but the flick with Bonsai, that was brutal.
Oh, that was scary. Accurate.
Seth goes down though. Prestige able to get a kill, and Skelos might be able to take down Bonsai. He doesn't even know he's around the corner. He didn't. But Prestige able to take down the other one and putting them at another point, finally able to take the lead, 5-4. Definitely a lot more balance than we were seeing last time. Of course, last round is still relatively even, but now it's 4-5, and it's been pretty close most of the time. Nebraska only having about a 2-point lead, I believe. But now we see Nebraska has quite a bit to work with in terms of ultimates and in terms of money. But Boise State is doing the same with all of theirs, getting mostly full Vandals and having Skelesis. Skelesis is ultimate. Skelesis is, that's quite the word to try to say. You know what I mean.
Boise State going for another C push. Mariana just kind of fakes out the ult tour, but might realize that it is actually up for grabs here, so he could take that pretty safely.
A is, if they're able to flank around there, it's pretty much undefended. We see them pushing almost towards spawn. That's not something we see very often.
There's a lot of pressure, though, onto Skies to fight it, but he gets show-stopped. Is that the proper term? He gets hit with the showstopper, and Boise State having a hard time recovering. So we also see the Armageddon thrown out by Boise State to try to clear out C, and looks like it'll help them to successfully get a plant, pick out one in Waterfall, and they'll actually rotate on over to B, and I like this. Although that door is opened, and Nebraska will be able to catch them pretty soon. No, it's a long
they're pushing. They're pushing real fast. Oh, but now Nebraska's picking up the pace as well. Both teams are booking it real quickly towards A site. They might be able to plant it pretty fast. Prestige going in for the plant, but it seems like their raise is pushing pretty quickly.
Last player standing.
Skeleton goes down to Pete. Pete is very hurting for health quite a lot. One bullet. Oh, but the headshot onto him. That's going to be a win for Nebraska. So much time left on that spike, man. And there it is, 5-5 right now. Boise State still on the offensive, but pretty soon we're going to be seeing that round switch. Maybe Boise State will have somewhat better luck on the defending side.
Looks like enough credits for Nebraska to be able to go full rifle here. Boise State, same can't be said. One Guardian, one Frenzy.
Most teams having basically the full armor that they need, all the guns they want. Bonsai coming back with the sniper rifle. That worries me just a little bit because we've seen his skill with it. I've only seen him miss like one shot every single other time he gets that one-shot takedown. So I see him watching C site pretty intently, but that drone is moving real quick. We see the Omen coming in to back him up as well as Sky tries to start pushing in towards C. If he walks out of that smoke, he's gonna get the smoke, I suppose.
Retrieving flash.
We see Boise State is struggling to push forward right now. There's just a lot of very effective defensive plays being brought out by Nebraska, making it awfully intimidating trying to push towards any of these sites.
Well, we'll see what the decoy. Oh, they immediately shoot the decoy. The paranoia is thrown out as well, but it doesn't hit.
We see most of Boise State is coalescing towards C site, maybe choosing to back up a little bit. Sky's got a pretty good angle, and so does Master. They're both at the ready, but that smoke kind of messes up those plans just a little bit.
Well, Boise State is hiding in it. And the Bidmore breach util is lurk on A from the Vise. Rariana, can he land the shot? Oh, the jet tail wins on out of there. Meanwhile, on C, Boise State manages to find one against Tristan, but they lose two in the push toward B. Quick rotation over. We'll see if the three remaining Broncos can salvage this round.
Oh, Prestigious getting the plant. Master takes down Kurai, balancing it out once again.
Nice.
Also taking down Pete. I gotta say, Prestige has been pretty good with these spikes. Master comes back. Ooh.
There it is, with the not dead yet and the classic.
Yeah, that was very, very helpful. Of course, they still had that Tejo just in case things went south. But sometimes you just can't be too careful. And there it is. They managed to take the lead once again, and it's the last round before the swap.
Quick hair check by Prestige here. Got to look good to play good.
Exactly. You can't, like, I always tell people, you can have fun, you can play well, but you got to be fabulous while you do it.
I do need to look pretty. All right, now Boise State just has one more round left in this first half. Best case scenario to make it a 7-5, which similar scoreline to round one, I believe.
I got the spike.
I believe that was the exact placement, if I'm not wrong. See that drone getting brought out, trying to get that intel as best as possible. Right behind that mound, Skeleton's got to be careful. Oh, Woody with those hops, just managing to avoid any sort of fire onto him.
Rariana. Just trying to see if there's any defender pushing up a little bit too far through B main.
Ooh, Sky's going to a pretty rough spot over there towards A site. I can't tell if there's a sniper being brought out, but... Oh, speaking of a sniper, wrong side, I guess. I was wondering if Pete had one, but no, Sky had that sniper at the ready. And
This could work out well because it's caused the Tejo to peel off and redefend A, which makes this C or B even less guarded.
he didn't even
can be taken out.
Oh, but that blade storm.
Oh, that hurt to watch.
Ooh, Master gets taken down too. Things were looking good, but now things are now Boise State is at a player deficit right now. Sky able to get another good shot. Right as I said that, Skelesis able to start planting. Prestige doing his best to defend.
There we go, straight back to
Just let him
gonna get time to plant, but
finally they go.
Nope. He's still getting focused down by Tristan.
Oh, this is rough. Skelesis is hurting for health. It's the Tejo v Tejo.
You know what? I'm
Oh man.
Oh, I wasn't against that thought had the Armageddon actually hit. Oh.
And Tristan is uncontested, the only one left alive. Nothing you can do. Defenders win, balancing things out to 6-6, but now we're going to be switching sides. Maybe Boise State will have somewhat better luck on the defense. I mean, if we continue the same...
I need to see this again. That must have been just a dodge here where he moves back. Oh, yeah, he just steps on a side.
Man, if that was angled slightly more to the left.
It was a good idea. I mean, it was the end of the first half. He was going to lose it anyway,
Exactly.
so yeah.
You may as well just use everything, burn all those resources, because now we're back to those pistols. Maybe Boise State will make that, bring back their effective pistol plays, or maybe Nebraska decided the second round's their time to win the pistol rounds. We'll see. 6-6 right now. Either team just needs 7 points. Unless we get to golf rules, of course, but we can't really say, or tennis rules, wrong sport. What am I talking about?
Golf rules.
I'm just thinking about, this reminds me of when we brought up golf, whatever time that was, how Valorant is apparently like golf, and that stuck with me.
I mean, during the down times, you can, of course, bring out the golf course, but
I suppose.
Things are a little bit too chaotic right now for that because Bonsai's gotten a headshot onto Sky, and Boise State now faced with a retake on B.
Oh, Master with some good shots. Pistol Pete getting taken out. I don't know if to say off camera. Tristan with a double. Yeesh. See Master just trying to push forward. Oh, this is a dangerous position to be in. She's moving quick.
Last player.
Oh, Rariana goes down. Oh, but it's just not enough. The attackers managed to take down Boise State. Nebraska starts pushing things forward.
And we'll see if Boise State can just get their bearings and recover from what has kind of been a mirror image of the first. I mean, Boise State won the pistol rounds in the first game, but that's been Nebraska's wheelhouse here on Lotus.
Well, if we end up seeing the same trends as we did the first half of this round, then Nebraska's going to start with a little bit of a lead. Boise State's going to match it out, and then it's going to be pretty balanced till Boise State wins the last one, so maybe we'll see that happening again. Things are starting off. Seems like they're all going to be pushing towards Seaside.
Pistol Pete has gone for the shotgun instead.
Shotgun Pete, that's what I'm calling it.
That sounds a lot cooler, I'm going to say.
But it doesn't have the alliteration to it.
It doesn't, but it's so much cooler. And Mariana lands one on the Pistol Pete. See, if he had been called Shotgun Pete, he would have won that. I'm just saying.
Oh, but Boise State's getting picked off right now. There's only a couple of them left alive. Oh, but Tristan's starting to plant right now. Sky. Oh, still manages to get the takedown. But oh man, those.
Oh,
that
itchy trigger finger.
It's only one person left. Masters 1v2 right now. It's possible. Only a couple people to work with. If he's able to play this well, he might be able to push forward. But
I mean, for the second round, this is pretty good. Getting 3 of the team, make it almost 4.
Man.
Bonsai just hanging on by a little bit.
sometimes the bloom of the gun just doesn't work in your favor because all of those bullets were connecting except for those last few just veered off to the side, and there it goes. He wasn't able to take down Bonsai, who's been once again been a pretty effective player on the side of Nebraska.
Boise State will have a pretty solid gun advantage. Nebraska still see how far they can go on the bonus.
And they have a lot more credits to work with, so even if they end up losing this one, they're going to be able to basically get whatever they want in this following round. Ooh, starting things off strong.
Yeah, ooh. All right.
See the
Boise,
drone.
oh, look at how deep they're going right into Lincoln. Wow. Okay, Prestige is able to stop that.
With the wall bang, too. Skeletons goes down, but Master's able to avenge him. Karai starts planting.
Spike
Oh, but
planted.
Rariana has a pretty good flank there, completely flanking. Oh, but Rariana goes down. Prestige once again avenging. Ooh, they have a pretty good spot onto the spike here.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
it's all to Master right now. Takes some shots down to 85 health. Kurai is choosing to stay forward while the other one starts to flank around. Master doesn't even know. They're right behind each other. They completely passed each other. That's not something I see very often.
One enemy.
Oh, it goes down. Oh, no, the reload. He brings out the pistol. He's starting to defuse it. No, this is going to be rough as he turns the corner. Oh, man.
You didn't have time.
Yeesh. Ah, that reload, too. He had forced to bring out the pistol, but it just wasn't quite enough. Bonsai once again taking him down. Nebraska's got a pretty good lead right now, 9-6.
Yeah. So Boise State is going to have to try to keep their heads cool through this next match. They pull off a thrifty or Nebraska goes to double digits.
Well, we'll see what ends up happening with this one. We currently see Bonsai the only one with an ultimate at the ready, and they do currently have the gun advantage. Trying to get those wall bangs, not really able to find anything though.
Pretty darn close. He has the right idea.
Mm-hmm. Seeing he got like there was some suppressive fire, whether intentional or not. Rariana's starting to rotate around, maybe trying to get that flank onto them. They're currently pushing into attacking territory. That's a bold move, but it's worked before. So
I mean, sometimes when you're behind, you got to try something unorthodox. Bonsai is going to have none of that.
yeesh.
Picks up a double, and with the headshot, nice catches them mid blast pack, but
Oh, but there's like 4 of them over there.
they did get 2 down to pretty low health.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Bonsai with the triple. And Rariana falls. They're now up to double digits. Nebraska pushing forward pretty quickly. The ultimates are being matched out once again, 2-2 currently.
I wouldn't be surprised here if this would also be the time to use the timeout, just because you're going to have rifles here. This is a very important round that they win. Don't want Nebraska to go up to 11, because should Boise State be forced onto another save round, that puts Nebraska at possibly match point.
I am surprised we haven't seen any some timeouts yet, because I usually see 1 or 2 by now. So
No, just have to. Oh, it might have been. Might have been. I mean, they're
Speak
talking
of the
to each
devil.
other. So
Yeah.
you know what? See, this is my senses were correct. You know, I am right.
you just know it's coming at all times.
Broken clock twice a day, but here we go. Yeah, Boise, I mean, like I said, if they don't win this one, it puts Nebraska at a very easy match point. And it might actually send the whole game, should Boise State lose the second and we go all the way to the third round. It sends us all the way back to the site you mentioned at the very beginning.
I can finally talk about it.
Yeah,
maybe.
Haven.
Yeah, I mean,
Haven.
I can't say I can finally talk about it. That is what I will say if we end up getting there. But hopefully for Boise State's sake, they're able to make a comeback and keep their streak of wins this week going. Yeah, there's Boise State managed to get most of the guns that they wanted by the looks of it, but they're still hurting for credits right now. Nebraska has all the things they want, plus all the money that they'd ever want.
Skeletons also has to settle for small shields, which isn't an inconsequential choice, given that 2 of Nebraska are holding a Phantom, so he's within headshot range of all of them.
Good hit.
What?
I'm not really sure what's going on right now.
That was a very showy sound effect right there. Meanwhile, Bonsai lands headshot on Skeletons. Prestige, though, with a double, keeps Boise State in the running. They have 3 to Nebraska's 3.
Rariana's running real quick past all of Nebraska's people. Master might get a good angle here on the Kurai. Ooh, Prestige goes down, but he trades it off. It's a 2-2. Yeesh. Everyone's on near A site right now. Boise State might just end up getting there first, but they're running real quick. Oh, that was really close. Oh, Tristan gets him down, but he comes back to life.
Stand your ground.
Oh, you gotta manage to get those kills. If you, oh, this is rough. Not much time. Oh. It's all up to Rariana. Sometimes just spamming them is what they need. Rariana's watching those angles. Oh, this is rough. He's not looking behind her. There's somebody right behind you. Oh, and that one-shot headshot.
Gives him a nice shoulder massage, but nothing more.
There we go. Nebraska is now far in the lead right now, 5 points ahead. They have been on a flawless streak ever since we switched sides.
Yeah, that really is true.
Boise State struggling on their defensive.
They're going to probably struggle even more that so many of them have to save. And it puts them in a really uncomfortable position, as I said, with Nebraska just right on the doorstep of match point.
Yeah, they've been snowballing this pretty quickly. They have thousands to work with, and Boise State is forcing to run mostly sheriffs, suiting the singular vandal that was remaining. Ooh, Kurai trying to find some good shots. Variana was able to survive, though, and even got a little blind off them, just for good measure. Most of them are pushing towards Seaside right now. With the
Whoa, rolling thunder, slamming right into Nebraska, but doesn't turn into any eliminations. Woody Seth lands the headshot onto Master. Boise State down to 4.
Sky watching those angles. Oh, man. Woody has been on point with those shots recently, man. Korai is walking around this corner. Prestige is stuck against 3 people and gets hit by the wall bang. Bonsai takes down Skelesis.
Nice.
Varian is able to at least take down Bonsai. Able to pick up a better gun. Oh, but he's moving real quick. If he goes around this corner, Pistol Pete's going to take him down. There he goes. Oh, man. That's a match point.
I don't like Pistol Pete. He killed my paw.
Boise State currently has to win 7 rounds in a row if they want to be able to take this, the second game. Currently, Nebraska, they are just far ahead with so much money, so like full armor amongst everybody, 2 ultimates. They've got everything they need to work with to just win this last round.
It's overtime or bust for Boise State. They've got to win it here. They'll have full rifles for it.
Maybe this is all they need to start pushing forward. But Sky already getting taken down.
Skies has just been consistently losing these duels with Bonsai right to start off.
Through the smoke, too. Pistol Pete's able to take down Skelesis. 5-3 right now. See Rariana just watching the specific wall very intently. Tristan's right on the other side. Ooh, this could be something right here. Both of them, I think they know each other are over there. They're just taking this so slowly and so carefully. They want to win this game.
Rip and tear.
Rariana starting to make some pushes forward.
Shear goes out to split Boise State. Salvos.
And Boise State's just trying to burn all their resources. They know this is basically their last chance. The showstopper gets brought out. Takes down Rariana. Prestige gets taken down. This is looking pretty rough. And Woody Seth starts planting, and there goes Master. Nebraska winning the second game, putting things 1-1.
Boise State definitely going to have to regroup after that one and try to recover as we head to the all-important, what's going to turn out to be the most important stage of the night, Haven.
I can finally talk about it. There we go. I got to say it. Yeah, so there isn't really a whole lot different I can talk about, given that they're both big maps, 3 sides. So I'm
you were so eager to talk about it. Then when it's time to actually talk about it, you go, yeah, it's not that much different.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to keep people on their toes and then just catch them off guard just for the fun of it.
Really jerk delivery, dude, I just gotta say.
I had nothing. But yeah, like, it's just, once again, going to be a pretty big situation of taking things slow, but you can't really go as slow on the bigger maps. So we saw a lot more rushing coming out of both sides, regardless of whether they were attacking or defending. And both teams did it where they were moving much more quickly, bringing out the knives to make sure that they can make that ground as quick as possible. But then, given the fact that it's a big map, so you got to move quick, It's going to be a lot harder to go around those angles carefully and watch to see if somebody's there. We saw a bunch of different instances in those last few rounds of somebody on Boise State having to move quick to rotate somewhere else, but then just getting taken down because they're moving too quick to be able to keep track of who's around those corners. So it's a delicate balance of making sure you can get where you need to go without running out of time.
Well, isn't that the story of esports? It's really difficult, but you got to do it.
Thanks, man.
I know. I'm the great motivational speaker of my time, so.
I suppose I can just sum it up to play good, you win. That's all I really got to say.
Well,
so.
I mean, but that was also the Broncos' strategy going into this. And, we're not quite there quite yet, so it's got to be a little bit more detailed.
Well, hopefully for their sake, they are able to take this round. They're going to have a pretty similar play style with the big 3-site map that could play as an advantage because they're going to know more of what they're expecting going into it, or that could be a problem given how well Nebraska was able to play on the larger map like that. So it's kind of hard to tell how that's going to work out in their favor, if at all, going into this. So we got to see if a switch up in composition will happen, or if it's just going to be that switch up in maps, and that's all. It's kind of hard to tell for now, but.
Well, before we get to the third game, we'd like to thank local dairy farm families as proud fueling partners of our BSU esports athletes. Dairy foods provide the protein to rebuild, the hydration to recover, and the natural electrolytes to replenish post-activity. Fuel your greatness with dairy.
Maybe we can get maybe we can get each of our players a nice glass of milk. Maybe that'll give them the edge they need to start.
Okay, we need them to win, not to fall asleep. That's the one.
Hey, but it makes their bones stronger. Maybe having strong bones will get you those flick shots a little better. You never know.
All right, if I heard correctly, I do believe we are going to a break in between these two rounds. So we'll be back shortly and see if Boise State can't win it in round 3. Don't go away.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Idaho's Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.
Is your IT setup held together by duct tape and hope? Don't worry, Alpine IT Group has your back. We handle on-site support, service desks, cloud management, office phone systems, mobile device management, and more. And the best part, we can fix things remotely, so you can concentrate on your clients. Call Alpine IT Group at 1-888-720-4769 or visit alpineitgroup.com today. Scaling success together and completely duct tape free.
At Blue Ribbon Painting, we're proud to be a locally family-owned and operated business dedicated to bringing your vision to life. Whether it's freshening up your home with interior or exterior painting or tackling a commercial project, we've got you covered. When you choose Blue Ribbon Painting, you're not just hiring painters, you're getting a team that's committed to making your vision a reality. Call or text us at 208-369-2583 or visit us at blueribbonpainting.net. Your project deserves a blue ribbon finish.
It's the end of a good day's work in Idaho. Time to punch out. Time to check in and catch up. Time to remind ourselves that what we work for isn't a paycheck. It's to make the good things we have even better. So here's to your good day's work. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe money is a thing. It's not everything.
Welcome back to the Boise State Esports Arena, and Boise State is currently playing against Nebraska in this Wednesday PEC Valorant matchup. Boise State had a good win coming off of the first round in Pearl, but once they moved on to Lotus, it was a different story. The Huskers fought on back to tie the series at 1 apiece, so now we move into the third and a final map of the night. Haven, with the team looking to recover after a pretty solid beat, I would say, on Lotus. 13-6. That's, it's not a blowout, but, it isn't, I wouldn't necessarily say a close game either, especially the second half. Boise State just had a very tough time defending.
At this point, I feel like what we just need to see the most is Boise State adapting to whatever Nebraska, excuse me. I mixed up Nevada and Nebraska, so the same word.
Well, we played Nevada yesterday, so.
I suppose so. Either way. Something we got to see is them adapting to whatever Nebraska brings out, because Nebraska is probably going to have a lot of specific strategies or agent picks or whatever it is they end up bringing out. Boise State needs to figure out how to counter that. Usually they can manage to do that in between matches during that bye phase when they're just picking what equipment to bring, what abilities, all that. But there's also just a lot of in-the-moment things that they need to be figuring out. If they're able to see what is Nebraska doing right now and how can we combat that most effectively. I imagine there's already been plenty of that so far, but if they're able to lock down their ability to retaliate against those specific plays, then they might be able to start pushing forward a little better.
One of the other things I noticed in terms of Boise State, and you say, what they bring to the table, in terms of bringing things, at least in terms of agents, Boise State has really been favoring the new stuff this go-around.
Well,
we haven't seen any of the old standby jet, which has worked out pretty well for Nebraska. Instead, they're going on over with the Yoru and the ISO, but they had run the Tejo and the Clove. I mean, a lot of the newer agents they were really fancying tonight.
Well, it seems like they're going back to the older options this time around. Maybe that's what they're hoping will work out. Just the old picks, the things they're used to, maybe that's exactly what they're looking for. Cypher, Omen, things like that. Maybe it's just they just want to change up their general composition, because we did see them playing generally the same composition between the first and second round. There's only one switch up, I believe. So going with a pretty drastic change, it's a bold move given the fact that you're going to be playing a completely different style than you had been the first couple of rounds. But now this gives them an advantage in terms of knowing that they have new things to work with, and these new things to work with might be a little more effective on a larger map like this.
Boise State needs to make it happen here on Haven to win this round and keep Boise State's undefeated for the week hopes alive, as the Rocket League and Overwatch teams watch anxiously on to see if their mantle can't be carried by VAL.
We'll see what ends up happening here, if they're able to win this first pistol round or not. We saw that the first game, Boise State won all the pistol rounds, and then second game, Nebraska won all the pistol rounds. So we'll see, is it going to be balanced, or is one of them going to continue to take that crown? See Skelis starting with the spike once again. Usually passes between him and Rariana by the look, or Prestige, excuse me. Usually passing between those two. Seems like they have a pretty good idea of who's going to sit back while they've got some initiators to push forward, some duelists to just keep things tidy as they manage to push forward with the spike.
And they are, wow, oh man. They use that contingency quite to its fullest ability with the ISO, but Or
Wow,
meaning a
Kurai
world,
with a
world
triple.
of disappointment when it actually comes to see. Although Prestige might have it. Okay, wait, double. Boise State only behind one.
Prestige.
Spike is down, and they're facing a flank from behind, but they even it on up. This is huge.
Wow, that was a scary start there from the triple.
Now they have options. They don't have to go up C long.
Oh, they're rushing. They're rushing really fast towards A site here.
I mean, they have enough time to do a full go around here.
Oh yeah, they're completely free to do so as well. Oh, but instead of choosing,
right
oh wait, they
spawn.
well,
Yeah,
they don't have the spike, obviously.
Yeah, the other team doesn't look like they're.
But still, that's a big flank that they have there.
Yeah, they're not expecting this at all.
Yeah,
this is the time where you bring out the golf voice because it's a very stealth, covert operation. Although it seems like they might be wise.
Valorant ASMR
Steps up to the tee.
missing every single shot. Sorry, I mean missing every
30
single
seconds
shot.
left.
Has to take into account the wind on this particular shot.
Oh, shooting through the smoke, not able to find anything. Prestige, instead of choosing to reload, picks up the ghost. Oh, Woody jumps out of the smoke. Finally, Boise State able to make that comeback, winning the first pistol round.
Very well played. Nice shot.
Since the first pistol round.
Last player standing.
Yeah, that was a hard watch there from
30
Pete,
seconds left.
who had that perfect angle onto them. Neither of them knew he was there, and he still managed to miss every single shot. Yeah, we're seeing right there. They were just playing awfully. That was a bit of a risky play, I feel, jumping directly towards the smoke. But fortunately, fortunately, it worked out in their favor, and Woody also jumped out of the smoke. And given the fact that it was a 2v1, it was working out in their favor at that point. Hopefully, Master was able to find a bit better success at the start of the round instead of getting instantly taken down by.
Oh, just a little bit too high up on that crosshair placement. Sky with the peek around the corner.
Ooh, this is a. Ooh, that was
Okay,
a
gets it.
dangerous orb. Pistol Pete was.
I think I also just heard Skies himself said, "I can't believe I actually got that." Kind of like Plankton. I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far.
We see Boise State is. They're choosing to start to move back instead, choosing to potentially rotate towards C, which is currently uncontested. It's hard to tell if it's hard to tell if it's going to end up if that's going to be what ends up happening here. But
well, they're keeping the option of going through courtyard to be open, but right now seems they're just trying to wait this out. Sometimes you can fake the defending team out long enough that one of them rotates over. That doesn't seem to be the case. Everyone's just holding fast on A.
oh, Master, it's a risky play, but he's able to get a pick on the Pete. Oh, and a double kill. Sky taking out Bonsai. But Kurai wants a double once again, getting that multi-kill. But all that's left is that Omen. What's he going to be able to do? Is he going to try and rush and get the spike, or is he just going to sit back? Seems like he's pushing forward. Woody's confident in his abilities. Oh, he's getting shot at through the smoke, choosing to rotate around potentially. Oh,
Fire through the smoke, trying to pick up some chip down.
that was the spike cam dart. Completely messing up his plans. Now that spike is ticking down. He's got to move in like right now if he wants to get anything done. But is there even any time? There goes the dart again.
Thing is, I wouldn't want to lose more than 2 people on the second round, and so Boise State isn't going to play it too risky. Yeah. They'll just let him get detonated by the spike, but he'll also pick up the old point for that as well. So
sometimes you just gotta weigh whether you're gonna let yourself get taken down or not. And he didn't really have much of value on him at that point, so maybe that was the good play. Yeah, we saw this little spot right here was such a long play from both sides, just waiting so patiently. This is what when I see this, this is what I think of when I hear Valorant. It's just the sitting there and just waiting ever so patiently, and then everything happens all at once. Like this is exactly what I would expect to happen. And Boise State, they got lucky. Well, I shouldn't say they got lucky. That was all skill, but they managed to get through that one pretty well. Now putting themselves in a lead.
oh, very nice shot by Master. That's going to be a free rifle that Boise State can pick up, and in fact, better than a free rifle, a free sight. They got to watch out for Bonsai, but the plant will go through. That's still good news for Boise State.
But he hasn't chosen to plant it just yet. And there he goes right now. But now Nebraska's real close. He's able to get it planted, so that's pretty good. Just getting the timer to work in your favor.
Oh, what a fake out.
Oh, Sky manages to get a kill. Not able to get another one, and it's all up to Rariana right now, but it's going to be pretty tough. He's not really going to be able to push and get much done.
Nope.
Gets taken down by Kurai, and Nebraska wins their first round.
Well, they're still able to take out 2 on their bonus round, so
Sometimes that's all you need. Just get that little bit of extra leverage wherever possible. Boise State still in the lead, not by much.
this was such a great play. He completely diverts his attention, only for Woody to just...
I love seeing these kinds of plays where a couple, 2 or 3 people or more just work together in tandem to just do something that completely catches the enemy talent off guard. There's so much about surprise in this game that you need to keep track of, and if you're able to surprise your enemies, there's a very high chance you're going to be able to win whatever skirmish.
Wow. Nebraska's trailing, but Kurai is on a tear right now. He's already with that kill. He's already up to 9 in just 4 rounds. Yeah, he's hot. Could get up to double digits in just 4 rounds. Oh, what a wallbang by Rariana! Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Pistol Pete, hurting for health, but so is Rariana. Neither of them ended up falling, but man, both of them are hurting. Prestige. Oh, no, man. Another one goes to Nebraska, matching things 2-2. Yeah, a lot of these rounds have just been happening so quickly. Like one team just gets taken down real fast. See Boise
Something
State.
else that could happen quickly is Prestige and Rariana. They're very close on their ults.
And Master has his ready too, so they're definitely got the advantage in terms of ultimates right now. So that is very good for them. So hopefully they're able to use that in their favor to start balancing things out again. They're choosing to save a lot of their money right now. They're going mostly sheriffs right now, excluding Skelesis. So maybe that'll help them in these upcoming rounds. Oh, we see most of them pushing, or most of the defenders on B side. Master takes down Pete once again. I swear those two have a vendetta against each other.
Oh, well, gets one with the double tap, and when you're down on guns, any elimination you can get is a little victory in and of itself. So now Boise State has to think about which stage they're most likely to take.
C is completely undefended right now. We see their Omen is just watching one angle that's somewhat close by, but in general, they're not really having much to go up against. But instead, they're choosing to push towards B, which Bonsai is right there. But he was ready. Takes down Prestige. Rariana's in a really tough spot right now. Tristan's right there. Is he going to start planting the spike, or is he just going to be careful if you turn around? Oh, he's not going to notice the Omen. The Omen's not going to notice him either. They just completely passed each other. We're going to take down Tristan. This is good.
Oh, okay. This is ambitious. Using the neural theft. He's going to see both. The paranoia goes out, though. Tries to protect himself. Cage, and the wall bang from Woody lands it.
That was a pretty good play, though. He was able to last quite a lot longer and still managed to get a takedown. So even though they ended up losing that, hey, that was still pretty impressive out of Rariana. Finally, saving up all that money is paid off, and they're all able to get Vandals. Well, Nebraska can do a similar thing here. Yep, like I said, all Vandals, they have very similar loadouts right now. It's hard to say in terms of abilities, but in general, they're going to have most of the same stuff. No snipers, no pistols, nothing. At least, no pistols is the primaries, I should say.
And it throws out the cage. That's going to bait out some shots from Garage. Smoke going out onto B entrance.
Ooh, Master's got a pretty good angle right now. Ariana starting to push forward, not looking at that cage. Rakurai is waiting right behind. Both of them are right between those doors. Oh, this is sketchy. The drone moves.
The Owl drone might be distracted by it. Moves on in, but Tristan has the view through window to take out Rariana. Boise State now uses their kill contract, going to try to even things back up. Oh, and he's got it.
And another kill onto Kurai. Ooh, Skelos is almost taking him down with the wallbang, but he's hurting for health too. Bonsai's going around the corner trying to find anything he can work with here. Well, Nebraska's got a couple people on that side, and we see Pistol Pete is doing a massive rotate right now. He's going real fast, but oh no, I don't know. Wait, he's finally watching that corner. Sky knows he's coming. This could be it. That was good.
Beautiful
Great job.
Crosshair placement.
Master might be able to take another one down.
Really good crosshair placement by Master.
Oh, and it's all up to Woody, and he gets taken down. Boise State matches
needed that round.
That was a good, solid round out of them. Only losing one player.
Spike planted.
Oof, that was stressful to watch. 2 of those different instances of people just walking around. That right there was some fantastic crosshair plays, fantastic reaction time. And we would have seen it again had Prestige not seen Seth coming. Starting things off once again. Both teams are running all Vandals once again. Only difference here is Kurai not running the full armor.
Revealing area.
We're already going to have a dart thrown out. And 2 darts go out, one into sewer, one lobby. It's kind of, Boise State's kind of been split up by this Reyna pushing up.
Ooh. Some shots were fired. Both of them stayed alive, though. Skelis is looking for that angle, trying to back up Master.
Oh, sees the barrel of his gun and makes him back up just a little bit, dusting off the plate.
We see currently Boise State is somewhat spread out right now, just trying to figure out which site they're going to focus. Ooh, Sky's got it. Ooh, that was crazy. The flick shot. I didn't even know if he knew where he was shooting right there. He just managed to fire, and we got pretty lucky there with where those bullets were traveling. Now putting them at an advantage. First person to go down, 45 seconds left on the clock, but Nebraska has 3 ultimates, which is dangerous. Sky's pushing forward, trying to look for anyone to take down here, but there's nobody nearby. As soon as they get in your C site, they're going to have that problem arise.
30 seconds left.
Decoy gets brought out, get some intel on where the enemy team is. Ooh, he steps out from the smoke. He's lucky there's another smoke there, able to keep him alive as the rest of Boise State shows up, and Skelis is able to start planting the spike.
Will they be able to dodge the Hunter's Fury? They're playing an uncomfortable game here. Ooh, he did manage to get a hit on Skelis, but the spike does get planted, and great gunplay. Manages to get Rarion and Prestige one. Now just one Husker left, and Boise State lands the flawless, putting them in the lead.
That was clean, not losing anybody, and now they have 3 ultimates to work with, and they're pushing forward once again, going 4-3 right now. That ultimate right there was scaring me. I was worried that he was going to be able to deal some hefty damage. He was able to hit Skelis for a little bit. He was able to stay alive, plant that spike, and everything was history from there.
Boise State, I think they're going to force Nebraska onto their first true save round.
It's good. It's giving them an opportunity to start getting that snowball effect that every team is looking for. They got full Vandals, full armor, and still a lot of money right now. They are looking really good right now. Sky using the dimensional drift, just trying to get that intel. Able to spot a few of them.
I'm back.
Oh, he throws down the decoy.
Oh my goodness, Woody cannot survive there. On point due to that wall bang.
Ooh, Tristan takes that Prestige, but oh, this is looking dangerous. Bonsai with the double. Master is in a good spot right now.
Cage trigger.
Oh, the cage getting brought out.
Last player standing.
Oh, but Pete's there. Oh, man, he's able to take down Pete, but Bonsai was right behind. Nebraska was able to win that round, matching things out once again.
Wins the Thrifty, and now Boise State still having enough credits, just run it back, so it'll be another all-even rifle round. Kurai's hit a little bit of a brick wall, though. I mean, he shot up to about 10 kills in 4 rounds, but then ever since that, he hasn't been able to find something. So Boise State really seems to, if they get Kurai and get him fast and he can't, run up the tally, then they have a really good shot.
Well, it's him and Bonsai, because Bonsai's kind of picking up that slack right there, because he's been getting those multi-kills in the past couple of rounds. So those two are definitely those high-value targets that they got to focus on. Sky trying to hit a lucky wallbang, wasn't able to find anything. Rariani using that camera to peek around the corner. Boise State is decently spread out right now. Oh, he's using that camera. Oh, he sees Pete on the way. There we go. That's a good takedown. Sky is unaware of the person to his right. Those smokes are always so scary to look at, just from that spectating perspective. Ooh, Sky's got that angle locked down. Bonsai, if he chooses to walk out, he's going to face the wrath of a couple different players right now. But he's choosing to stay ever still right now. Tristan's starting to push forward a little bit. Kurai's walking outside, about to go up against Prestige. Oh, but he falls. That's one of those players that they needed to take down, but Bonsai's still alive.
Biggest threat right now is going to be Bonsai coming through here. through Link, but he would have to go through smoke right now. The rest of the team will catch up with him.
Ooh, Skelos is getting a good plant of the spike, getting this timer to start working in their favor. Then they have a major advantage right now. They have not lost a single player. They have every single place locked down right now. They just got to be careful to win these fights. Ooh, through the smoke, Master gets taken down. But Rariana manages to get revenge. Sky takes down Woody. Tristan takes down Sky. And it's all up.
Nice.
Wow, it's all up to Tristan, but there we go. 3 ultimates there versus just a couple on Nebraska. They have a lead right now. They have a slight advantage. Things are looking good for Boise State. Hopefully they're able to keep this streak going. Oof, man, the moment that smoke went down, Master was just in a tough spot being going up against 2 different people at the same time. And great plays there, watching so many different angles, given the fact that they had everybody left on their team alive up until that last skirmish. They were just able to have everything locked down.
Oh, wow. Pistol Pete immediately eliminating Curry, taking a good bit of damage, too.
Ooh, Sky taking him out as well.
Huge play. You know, a big Achilles heel was Skies was losing a lot of those initial showdowns on Lotus, but different story here on Haven, helping to secure these rounds. Much easier for the Broncos. They need to check this angle. Make sure Bonsai doesn't hit more than 1. They'll be able to trade that. Still stay up 2.
Yeah, they've got that. They've got double the amount of players that Nebraska, excuse me. Well, was trying to shoot through the smoke. Isn't able to find anything, but out of that flick, that was really quick. Able to take down both of them and start planting the spike, just for good measure. Nebraska has built up the ultimates to match now, 3-3, but Boise State has a 2-point lead right now and a lot of money to work with. Nebraska is going to have enough to survive here, but not much more than that. Yeah, we see they have basically all the guns they want, but not all the armor, and they have basically 0 credits left. It's the snowball effect that works so well. Whichever team can start building that up is just going to be the ones that are able to start making some good progress.
And remember, particularly for Rariana and Sky, since they're holding Phantoms, those small shields make a big bunch of difference. Sky's now approaching up A-Long. He's going to throw out the Dimensional Drift. See what he can see for the enemy team. Huge coalescence around. Oh. Kurai gets the hit on the Master. Hunter's Fury to try to even it up.
Bonsai goes down. Oh, he isn't able to find anything with it, though. That is rough. That's 1 ultimate used by Boise State. Another one that they had an option for. He got taken down, but fortunately Prestige was able to take down Pete, shoot through the smoke. Sky's not able to find anything. Prestige picking up that slack, taking down Kurai. Both of those high-value targets are taken down. Tristan takes down Sky. Skelos follows up. Whoa. There it is. Another round to the Boise States. Finally able to start making that comeback, but here we go, the swap. This is where things went downhill for Boise State last round. The moment they switched to defense, they just started to struggle a lot. So I'm not really sure what they're going to do differently this time to make it so they don't start getting taken down by Nebraska. But they still got 1 more round to go before then.
Well, an 8-4 is a heck of a different scoreline than a 6-6.
That is very true.
That would be the biggest lead at halftime we had seen thus far today, so very good if Boise State can win this. And again, Nebraska just not quite there in terms of guns and small shields.
Ariana using that camera, just trying to watch for anything. It's good to have those people who can watch all those angles without really much consequence, if anybody manages to notice quickly. Oh. I don't know what's happening right now, but this is making me very nervous.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this.
Oh. Hunter's Fury getting brought out, able to deal some good damage, but it isn't enough to get any takedowns.
All right, Rariana's still alive, but my heart isn't.
It's you and me.
Well, okay, they'll use the kill contract, actually, to be able to get Bonsai. I like that use, because that clears out A-Long. The problem is Pistol Pete is still there. Throws the dart out, but he's at half health, and he's blinded. He cannot take out Rariana, and Prestige picks up Tristan. Now only 2 Nebraska left. Huge lead to be had if the Broncos win this.
Kurai's one of those players who've been getting more kills. Oh, is he going to be able to check that box to his left? Sky is there. Oh, he knows he's there. Oh, there he gets it. There's only 1 left. It's all up to Woody right now.
At this point, they can afford to trade 1-to-1.
Absolutely. See if he's able to actually get that, though. He's going around. He's getting pretty close to the site.
Watch them run.
Teleports in.
Oh, but right afterwards, Prestige with that clean headshot. 4-8 is a massive lead, especially with that side switch. We see Boise State, even if things don't go so well with Nebraska winning, they're going to have way more time to work with. They'll need to win 5 more rounds, and they're going to be able to take this. So hopefully, well, we can't say for sure just yet. It seems we've got a timeout starting.
It's also a good time for Boise State to take a break as well because they're in the lead, but they're not out of the woods yet. And the big question, as you were saying, is the swap over from attack to defense because there was such a night and day difference on Lotus. It's much better to have a 4-round lead. You know, don't discredit that. It gives Boise State a lot more time to possibly recover.
Yeah, but I'm just worried because I don't know what exactly Nebraska was doing or if it was something that Boise State wasn't doing. But that was just like they managed to get that flawless 7 rounds without even a second thought. So I'm not really sure what it was Nebraska was bringing out, but hopefully whatever it is, they either don't bring it out this time or Boise State, maybe they had a chance to learn from that and they know, okay, we've seen how they play when they're on the offensive, so maybe we can use that to our advantage. And managed to take some of these rounds. And like you said, that lead also really helps.
And sometimes if the enemy team beats you in a certain way, you know, sometimes, you know, we can't get inside the players' heads, but 7 flawlesses in a row, you know, especially when it was so even beforehand, it makes me wonder if there just hadn't been some sort of mental issue there, too, of just not being able to reset.
Maybe. Well, hopefully they're able to get in that good headspace now as we go into more pistol rounds. Unfortunately, Boise State's not going to have all that cash that they had building up, but they're just going to have to make do. We see Nebraska choosing not to go for much armor this time around. Instead, confident that their abilities, their aiming abilities, are going to outshine what Boise State has. See if that ends up playing out. Bonsai playing things pretty aggressively, pushing forward really fast.
Oh, but are they going to check this?
Oh, Prestige is able to get a good kill on the Bonsai.
It's a 1-for-1 trade, though, so it's a wash. And Nebraska has moved up to claim garage. They've smoked off window 2, so Boise State can't peek through there.
Yeah, but look, Woody's hurting for health right now. Ooh, Sky, this is a 3v1. This is going to be really dangerous. They'll take down Woody, but it's another trade-off.
They pick up the spike, and we also see this Cypher moving clear on up. We weren't expecting that one at all. Huge ambush in sewer. Boise State now just has Tristan left to check off their list, and around the corner.
Ooh, he turned away at the last second.
Now he sees him.
They've got eyes on. They know exactly where he is. He's going in to pick up the spike. Skelesis is playing this safe. Tristan picks up the spike and books it towards A site. He's just trying to get that spike planted. Oh, is he trying to juke them out?
He might be trying to play mind games here. Boise State, though. Oh, he catches surprise.
This is scary. It's a 2v1 right now. Tristan's trying to. I'm not really sure what he's doing, but he's playing those mind games. Like you said, yeah, he's rotating. He's rotating over towards B. This is going to give him a lot more time. Maybe he's going to go all the way to C. I'm not really sure. No, he's choosing B instead. But yeah, look at that. That is some massive room. Yeah, we see how quickly that the rest of Boise State is rotating over. They got to be careful. Oh, wow. That was a clean headshot. Like I was saying, not having much armor there, just one shot and you're done for. It doesn't matter what it really is.
Trading the 2 rounds, getting 2 rounds for the price of 1 should they win this next round on gun advantage. Means they go up to double digits.
Oh, and that's going to be good, and they're going to have a lot of money there to work with too. They just need to get this good start going, and then once they've got that, it should be hopefully smooth sailing from there.
It looks like 2 Bulldogs will be on the menu, as well as 2 Spectres, and they were hovering. Oh, nope, going to go back on that one, but Master is going all in on a Vandal. Seems pretty confident in his ability there.
Yeah, but we see Nebraska has a lot more money, just given the fact that they're able to get a lot more cash. So even they're choosing to save this time around, but now next round they're going to have a lot more resources, more armor, more guns, more abilities, everything. Ooh, Karai's going around this corner, trying to find that pick, but isn't able to find anything. Skelis is doing the same. Missing Tristan. A lot of small skirmishes going on right now. Ooh. Master takes down Tristan.
Nice.
Starting things off strong, taking down one of the players. Sky is in this corner. Things are looking actually awfully sketchy. Oof. Both of them, they're just watching this angle so closely.
Well, here
Sky's in a 3v1. Oh, they're just barely, oh, that was clean. He's right in the second one. Master taking down Pete. Oh, but he gets
One
taken down by
enemy
Woody.
remaining.
Master gets revenge. And there's only one person left on Nebraska's side.
Cage triggered.
This lurker off towards C.
Ooh, but it's Bonsai. He's that MVP. He's that scary one. I don't know if he's going to be able to win a 4v1.
Yeah,
but
and he doesn't have his leer at all. That's completely burnt out, so every peak has to be a dry peak.
absolutely. We'll see how this ends up going. Skeleton's even taking advantage of the
Yeah, I
ult
like
orb.
that.
Just trying to get those resources, get close to Hunter's
There you
Fury.
go.
Prestige taking down Bonsai, now up to double digits. Only a few more rounds left.
Oh, Ariana getting a bit into it there.
I imagine the nerves are real high right now.
I know, yeah.
It's 1-1, getting close to match point
Well,
here. Ooh, Sky's bringing out the sniper. This excites me.
Yeah, Nebraska didn't when they were on defense. So.
Yeah. Oh, we've seen how efficiently Sky has played with the sniper, so I imagine we're going to be seeing a few good plays here. But Nebraska brings out almost full Vandals. Bonsai deciding to be different. Can't go with exactly the same thing as everybody else is picking, you know what I'm saying? Ooh.
Sir already with a few shots, but he's going to get caught out by the recon bolt, have to reposition.
They're pushing really fast towards A.
Split push through sewer and main. Whoa. Pistol Pete gets Master and
Whoa, this is
Skelesis
rough.
as well.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's a big one to lose.
Spike planted.
Yeah, bring out the moment they bring out the sniper. Man, Nebraska just pushes in extremely quickly. Ariana trying to find that pick. Karai taking down Prestige, picking up that sniper. Now it's a triple kill. Oh man, that was rough. They still have a massive difference right now. Boise still has double the points, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, that was rough.
Thing is that was the third round. I mean, that was the one Boise State would have been expected to lose, and yet Sky decided to make such an expensive purchase on the op. And so he has nothing. I mean, what would be of just a full recontest here from Boise State has to turn into a half buy.
Yeah, now Tristan's bringing out the sniper. If I do remember correctly, he and Kurai were the ones who were using them very effectively. So this could be dangerous. Though, of course, I could get proved wrong twice in a row, and I think that would be pretty funny. Yeah, they are pushing forward so quickly. Boise State is struggling to respond, getting that dart. Oh,
Peek onto him. Prestige finds the wallbane onto Bonsai. Spike down, trying to land the headshot, but
man.
Woody guns him out, and now he's down to Ariana down to 5 health. Gets hit
the
with the recon as well.
Oh man, there he goes. Kurai got taken down by Skelesis. Boise State still has 3 people left, so they've still got quite a bit to work with. In fact, they're in a slight advantage, just given the fact that Nebraska's hurting for health in all 3 of their players. Nice. Great shot from Master there.
Gets the double tap as well.
Oh, Skelesis goes down, but there's only one left. It's all up to Pete. Oh, but the wall bang takes him down. It's going to be close, but they're going to have the time to work with Sky. He's going to be able to defuse it, bringing him up to 11. 2 more rounds, and Boise State's going to be able to win this. This is very close.
And Dimensional Drift online to boot, but this was so nervous here because he almost loses this double tap here. Doesn't have the ability to recharge. I mean, just that little bit of extra insurance he gets by picking up that double tap, able to help keep him alive and get a good enough presence on the point that Boise State can win it.
It's just, I'm just noticing the fact Nebraska is pushing so quickly.
They are.
That's something I don't usually see, and usually, like, that would catch me off guard, and I imagine it's catching Boise State off guard, but they're still able to reconvene after that, and they still manage to take those plays, because you can't play quickly the entire time. Eventually it's going to slow down. Ooh, through the smoke, starting things off strong. Pistol Pete goes down.
Evened out, 4-piece.
Oh yeah, Bonsai getting a kill onto Skelesis.
Also, by getting the kill onto him, that means Boise State isn't going to have the Hunter's Fury, and that could be such a great stalling tactic, or just straight, if you know where the spike is.
I know exactly.
And we'll see Neural Theft as well. Still manages to pick up one onto Kurai, and Woody as well. Oh, wow, you're caught out by the Neural Theft. Very impressive by the Broncos. Still trying to keep this alive. And there he goes out as well. They both charge him. And Sky wins the round for the Broncos.
That was scary. So many people getting taken down, but there's only one left. Match point in the 3rd round. Boise State just needs 1 more point to win it and keep the general Boise State streak of wins going. Oh man, this entire skirmish freaked me out. Great plays from Master. They're getting a double and almost a triple.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Bonsai just having that great reaction time, man. This is scary. Boise State, they have a pretty good advantage right now in terms of cash. They can get basically all the armor they want, all the weapons. This guy picking up the ult orb. He's very far from getting full on his ultimate, so I don't imagine we'll be seeing it put to much use if they win this round, but... Oof. Close shot onto Kurai. Tristan starting to push forward, but Sky's retreating. Master watching that angle. Nobody there to find contact. Prestige. Nice. Ooh, Sky takes down Tristan. Good start. They have 3 ultimates to work with here. Woody starts the plant. Uh-oh. Prestige gets taken down through the smoke, and the spike gets planted.
And here we go.
Oh, he puts Bonsai in there. Oh, man. Every time he brought that out. Ooh, Rariana getting a good kill. Skeletons getting one too. It's a 3-2. Skeletons hitting the wall bang on a Kurai. All that's left is Bonsai while that spike. Oh man, this is awfully sketchy right now.
Both down to half health, but they want to try to arrange some sort of double peek here, but they need info. I mean, they've got this one blind from Skies. He sees him.
Oh, it's all up to Skeletons right now. As it ticks down, he needs to take down Bonsai.
Bonsai's just hopping around. He knows he just needs to stall. Yeah, that's
man.
gonna be disengaged. It's better to save. It's better to save. He's got 7 rounds. Just play the long game.
And Bonsai goes down to the spike. Man, that was so close. But like we said, they're only up to 6 right now. They need to win 7 consecutive rounds before Boise State can win 1. I said that at the end of the last round, at the end of the second game, where the teams were switched, and the Nebraska managed to win their 13th. So maybe me saying that will also magically allow Boise State to win this one too.
Master having to settle for a frenzy here. Lowest gun. Boise State has been on a good number of rifle rounds, but this is going to be one where Nebraska is just about even with, if not maybe a little ahead.
Yeah, and Kurai has that Phantom Blades ready. Maybe he'll be able to bring that out, or maybe somebody will be able to take him down before it can get brought out. Oh, Bonsai with that peek. Kurai's pushing forward pretty quickly, ready with that sight line. Master there at the ready to shoot anybody who goes around that angle. Tristan's following, so we might be seeing a skirmish here soon. Master takes on Tristan, matching things 4-4 once again. Skeletons might have a good angle here.
Does.
Oh, it's a wall bang. And there goes Master as well. Bonsai with the triple. Woody starts planting. Boise State is now 2-4.
Spike planted.
Prestige trying to find a good point to go in. Who's in go up towards heaven. Mariana's flanking all the way around, maybe just trying to avoid confrontation.
I don't know if this is even a flank. This just could be a save.
I think that's probably what's happening here. Just good to make sure.
Really good, because Boise State, I mean, they have all these rounds to work with. They might as well use them.
Yeah. Man, we see them just getting as far away as possible. It seems like Nevada might be aware of that. Using that camera to make sure nobody takes them down while they're waiting. See Nevada rotating pretty quick, but, you know. Making sure they don't get hit by that spike. And there it is, 7 points to Nebraska.
5 rounds to go for the Huskers to put it into overtime. And the Huskers have also had an ult advantage for a good number of these rounds here. Skies and Rariana still a little bit of a ways back on their ults, but Rariana only one. I mean, if he gets an elimination, that is the neural theft online. So Rariana could help secure this if he is if he's in a position to safely use that neural theft.
Just knowing exactly where they are, that's probably just what you need at that point. Just get a good sight line onto everybody, and then you just take them all down, win the round. Hopefully that's what ends up happening, but we can't say for sure, not until he manages to get that last kill or an ult orb to fully charge it up. See Prestige taking things carefully, walking around that that box there at A site. Bonsai's there. Ooh, but he manages to survive this time around. Teleporting to the other side, trying to fake him out. Well, the rest of the team starts slowly pushing B. Mariana takes down Kurai.
That's what I was talking about.
There it is.
Charges it up.
And there, now they got a good idea of where everybody is.
Oh, trying to get a shot, long shot through the doors, garage doors, doesn't find it, but Boise State's still up one. Remember their defense, they don't need to overextend here, just let them come to you.
Ooh, that's such a tight sight line right there. Oh, just barely missing it, but they've got two people on opposite side. Spot goes down. Though Tristan trades that back. It's a 4-3. Hunter's Fury getting brought out by Pistol Pete.
Doesn't really find anyone.
Ooh, Rariana's in a scary spot right now. He's able to take down Woody. That's good.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, he flanks, and there it is. That's just up to Pete right now. Oh, it's 2v1. Oh, this is scary. Skelesis, it's all up to him right now. Goes around the corner, knows where he is. Oh,
He gets the dart and the owl drone as well. Trying to just lower his health, or at least just prevent him from planting.
Let's him
goes
plant.
through.
This is sketchy right now.
Yeah.
It's all up to Skelesis. Oh, he's hit him with the wall banks. He manages to take him down, and there it is.
Very nice play. He realized there was the gun in cubby he could pick up. So he just bought enough time there,
and
realized he had a little to work with once the spike went down. Ooh, great win for the Broncos in Haven.
That
closing it out with the victory.
That had me stressing out there at the end. That Vandal was the real MVP, just sitting there in the corner, giving Skelesis exactly what he needed to finally take down Pete. And he had all the time he needed in the world to be able to defuse the spike, so that was a good win there.
Well, we have had 3 days of PEC competition against Nebraska, and we have 3 wins to show for it. The question is, will the Smash team be able to close it out and make it an undefeated week?
Ooh.
You're going to have to wait till next time. Until then, we've got some top 5 plays to bring to you to show you some highlights of that very exciting match. So thank you so much for joining us here for Valorant. We hope to see you next time.
Specifically on that, Boise State has been doing marginally better in terms of getting these wins. So hopefully, given that general idea. Wow.
Oh, wow. Look at that control from Skies, and he almost lands a third. The only thing stopping him was Prestige taken away from him. Hits the decoy.
Rough. That's one ultimate used by Boise State. Another one that they had an option for. He got taken down, but fortunately Prestige was able to take down Pete, shoot through the smoke. Sky's not able to find anything. Prestige picking up that slack, taking down Kurai. Both of those high-value targets are taken down. Tristan takes down Sky. Skelesis follows up. Whoa. There it